Hello and welcome to another episode of the Film Freakz podcast, where we talk about
Freakz.
podcasting and movies. Now, see, you messed me up
Movies,
there.
movies.
Wow.
Alice's term to mess things up.
Yeah. I'm off my groove.
I'm sorry, but you threw off Yemmy's groove.
That's right. The groove.
Nice.
I am Yemmy the Ferret. I'm here with
Callus.
Taymation.
Ray of positivity.
and we are the freaks of the film. And we review movies. And if you want us to review a movie that you want us to review, you can do that by submitting your movie with a fan vote. If you comment on the latest episode of the podcast, or if you send us an email at ff.filmfreaks, or if you join the Discord and
What was that email?
With a G? That's what I heard.
sorry,
That's what I heard too.
I can't replace. I can't say it again. It's just not going to happen.
Filmfreaks@gmail.com.
Or you can join the Discord and talk in the movie stuff section and recommend movie there. The votes happen during today's episode, which is in 2 weeks. You can reconvene and vote on that.
Please recommend a movie.
Yes.
Wreck a movie.
All right, Callus. You know what time it is.
Time for Cal's Spanish review.
Do.
No, not yet.
Oh.
We haven't even
Right.
we haven't even introduced the movie. Right. So, the movie that I recommended is Princess Mononoke, released in 1997, directed by the legendary Hayao Miyazaki. Is that how you say his name?
Sure.
Hayao.
Hayao.
Hayao Miyazaki. And it stars Yoji Matsuda, Yuriko Ishida, Yuko Tanaka, Haru Kobayashi, Masahiko Nishimura, and many more. And I would like to, first of all, say, did anyone watch it in English, or did everyone here watch it dubbed?
I watched it dubbed.
Dub
I
all
watched
the way.
it in English.
Whoops.
I usually watch it in English, but
Oh man,
The-
I had a teaser for the English version, and I was like, oh man, rip to anyone who listens to this.
Yeah.
some of the voice acting in the English one just it's
Wait,
very
yeah.
still and phoned in.
In that case, let me just look up real quick the English voice cast.
I know Billy Bob
Right.
Thornton did the priest. And I think it's
Yes.
Minnie Driver who did Iboshi.
Yep.
So the English cast includes Billy Bob Thornton, Minnie Driver, Billy Crudup, John DiMaggio, really, Claire Danes, John DeMatteis, Jada Pinkett Smith too,
They actually,
Gillian Anderson, and Keith David. Oh my gosh!
That's right. Gillian Anderson did an okay job.
And
And
Keith
they-
David. This is like a superstar cast here.
That's
Yeah.
the problem is they hire it's like the DreamWorks problem where they hire a bunch of actors who aren't voice actors, and so the voices just
True.
sound bland and bad.
Mm.
I
Oh,
kind of want to
think you
rewatch it now
mean
with the English.
Illumination.
Yeah,
And they all do it. All of them do it.
Yeah, but Illumination's like
especially in
just
the
worst.
90s.
DreamWorks is pretty bad at it too. But yeah, Illumination is bad too. Yeah, getting Chris Pratt for Mario. What the fuck you guys doing?
Seriously, though.
Yeah, all I needed was like the 3 seconds of preview when I was hovering over the English version to be like, yep, that's rough.
Yeah,
So-
it was not good. I will have to say.
Oh,
Yeah, the voice acting is definitely, like I said, it's rough.
Yeah, it
know,
was that
I-
scene where she's like pinning, or well, I guess Ashitaka is like on the ground, like has a bullet wound, and she like puts the sword up to his throat, and like the
Mhm.
voice acting was just like someone just reading a script.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I was like,
Yeah.
wow, this is so impactful.
Yeah, that is definitely the English voice act. Like I said, they didn't get Joe DiMaggio. I guess is the only actual voice actor they hired.
Who did he even play?
he was probably just a bunch of background characters.
They
They
wouldn't
probably
put
hired one
Dimaggio
voice
on
actor
background.
they hired all the to play like basically the NPCs. It's like, oh, we just have to hire one voice actor and he can do like 16 voices.
I figured they would make him like the boar.
No, I don't think he was the boy. I don't know. Like, it's been forever since.
Cal, so you still have the page open?
I was saying last time
for
I
the
watched it, I don't even
English
think I know who Joe
Yeah.
DiMaggio was.
Joe DiMaggio is Gunsa. Is that the big nose guy?
Well, that's
No.
rude, Callus.
That's the priest, the big nose guy. I think he's just one of the townsfolk of Ironworks.
No, wait, no,
Mm.
Gozen? Wait, is that what you said? Gozen? No.
Oh no, Gunsa.
Gonza. I don't even. Oh, Gonza.
He's the like bodyguard. Have you-
Oh, he's the
yeah.
one of the bodyguards. Like the other guy that's with Lady Iboshi.
yeah, like
Yes,
the main
yes.
guy, like the main guy who's always following around.
He gets his sword bent.
Which is fair.
Yeah.
If I remember right, he actually, again, because as an actual voice actor, I remember him actually his voice lines being some of the best.
I'm sure they were.
But so I do know like English version and Japanese version. Like there's some things subtitles did better at explaining, while the dubbed version, I remember there were some things explained better than reading them, but like not anything like big.
Yeah, I didn't have too much trouble.
Yeah.
I didn't have subtitles on. Well, I did have subtitles on, but
I was about to say.
Yeah, I don't know.
yeah, I've just
Wow.
watched so much anime recently. I just know
Maybe
Japanese now.
maybe I should look up a Japanese review for Yemmy to read.
Hey.
But
Say my
what I meant
my-
to say is I had the subtitles on, but I wasn't confused by anything that it was.
Oh yeah,
that they were saying.
nothing was confusing for sure. There were a few times. So my spouse does actually understand some Japanese, and there was times
Tay's
where
spouse's Japanese review.
No, but there were some times where like the subtitle said something different. Like, oh, it actually said this, and I'm like, well, I've seen it enough. That I'm like, oh, well, that's what the English version says. Is so like there was some some of the dub was translated better. Is basically what I'm getting at. So, but like again, it wasn't in like so bad they go like I don't understand what that means. It was just like, oh, okay, it's a slightly different take kind of thing. So it's fine. It was fine.
Playing Neo really helped me with a lot of the like demon stuff in there. Like I know what a lot of these creatures are simply because Neo has
Yeah,
a
the
lot of them in
Kodama.
there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was fun seeing all the Kodama. They were cute little guys.
Yeah.
They have cute little butts.
They did have cute little squeezy butts. I'm a sucker for a cute butt.
Yeah, no, I just like the Kadamas. Like in general, I think they're fun, they're silly, they're cute.
Yeah.
I like the little noise they make when their head rattles.
Yeah, that scene where
That's-
they're all
that's-
rattling their heads was so
Yeah.
cool.
And that's like very Breath of the Wild too, with the Koroks.
Yeah,
I thought of those, and I thought of the Kakamora from Moana, like the little coconut head things.
Hmm. Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah.
I was reading that Breath of the Wild was heavily inspired by this movie.
I could see.
yeah, I wouldn't be
It
surprised.
makes
It's a
sense.
beautiful film,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
The drawings, everything, just so beautiful.
and the music. Oh,
Oh
It's-
I
yeah,
love the music.
It's
I mean,
during
that's
that sweet spot.
standard Ghibli stuff. So
It's during that
always good music,
sweet
always
spot
pretty.
of animation where they're not using like CG to fill in the gaps for like motion.
Yeah.
And that's the one thing about a lot of like anime and stuff that I watch now. It's like I'll have this beautiful art style. Like I'll give Blue Lock as an example. I love Blue Lock, by the way. I just watched season 2. It's fantastic. But there are some moments where it's an action shot and it's like it's a wide sweeping kind of thing, and animating that is in 2D is probably going to be much more difficult. So they just kind of put some 3D characters in there and kind of it's like a quick shot, so it's not like it lingers on for too long, but it just obviously would look a lot better if they just did what they do in this movie, where it's like we've animated every frame. Like there are some frames in this where it's like the hooves of the deer god going on the ground. That must have taken ages to fucking animate. Or the scene with all the Korok who are jingling their heads. Like that must have taken so long. Because it's not just one still shot. It's a movement shot. So they have to make new frames for each of these moments.
Yeah, I'm always so blown away by the scenes of like when the trees are like swaying in the wind like heavily. I'm like, wow, that's like incredible.
Yeah. There's some animation hacks, we'll call them, you can do to make some of those things easier. But yeah, animating all the Kodama is definitely.
And they're not all doing it at the same time either. Like they were all set too. So
the Kodama definitely, that scene where you see the trees going, all the Kodamas in it. That is all like hand drawn. Like even the trees, because like there's earlier in the film, like at the very beginning, the first scene when the boar shows up, there's sometimes you can see some of the animation tricks where like the tree is just like 4 animated green blobs just kind of moving back and forth. Like it's convincing enough to go, okay, but yeah, those are trees. It looks fine. And you see it for like 2 seconds. It's still animated. It's not 3D, but it's just a little thing you can do to make animating it a little easier. But I don't think they did any tricks for the Kodamas. I think it was all just hand drawn one by one.
Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah. And then,
I mean, there's so many in there. There may have been something like, well, we only actually animated like 6 Kodamas, and then we just arranged them in a way to make it look like there was more.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's like that Lord of the Rings trick.
Yeah. You just need 6 men, and then you just copy and paste them a bunch of times, so it looks like you have 10,000 men.
A little bit more than 6.
Yeah, and there's probably a little more than 6 Kodamas animated, but I wouldn't be surprised if it was only 10 or 12 or something, and then they were just kind of copy and pasted sort of thing. But even so, it's still, like I said, it's super impressive, super beautiful. I mean, all Ghibli films are beautiful.
I mean, right from the rip, you got the worm, demon, monster, boar.
Yeah.
At the beginning, which is like, there's like so much movement on its body and stuff too.
Yeah.
They kind of start off with that, and it just kind of grows from there with the animation style.
So, Yemmy, you've never seen this? You hadn't seen this movie before?
I have not. Actually, I haven't seen, like, this is my first Studio Ghibli.
Ghibli? Same with you, right? Because I know you hadn't seen it, but this was your first Studio Ghibli?
No.
Okay.
Is it neighbor, friend?
Oh, yeah, My Neighbor Totoro.
Yeah, I saw that one.
Oscar winner.
Loved that one. That one was really cute.
That one's good. I mean, like, there's a lot of good ones. I love, like, Castle in the Sky is good. Kiki's Delivery Service is good.
What about the latest one?
Pokoroko's great. I haven't seen that one yet, but I've just seen enough clips, and it's very anti-fascist that I'm just like, hell yeah, I need to see this one.
Because that one won an Oscar as well. That was one. Yeah. So my Neighbor Totoro was the first, and then I forget what the new one's called. The newer one's called.
Oh yeah, the Boy and the Heron.
The Boy and the Heron. That won 2 years ago now, I think.
I think so, something like that.
Nice.
Boy and the Heron was pretty good. It wasn't my favorite Studio Ghibli film, but it had a few little issues, like pacing story wise, that were just like, what? That doesn't make sense, but overall it was good. And again, it was animated beautifully, and Robert Pattinson, I heard, did a good job. I didn't see it in English, so I don't know if he actually did or not. But
yeah, a lot of Studio Ghibli movies I've noticed have like
we should just say it a different way every single time.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they typically tend to have a slower pace to them, but there's very much deliberate as his directing style.
Oh, for sure. And I'm like, I love this movie, but always around a little over halfway, I always go like, it's almost done, right? And I look and go, oh, I have another 45 minutes. I mean, that's fine.
Quite literally did that today.
Yeah, like I did that last night, where I'm just like, I paused it to go just grab a drink, and I went, we have 45 minutes left? I swear we've been watching, like, and again, I do love the movie, but there's times where I do feel it's runtime where it's like, oh, okay. But, like, there's nothing in there that I would say should be cut. Like, I think it's all, like, just ties in beautifully to the story and, like, the themes and everything. That's, like, I don't know what you would cut or change to, shorten it. And I don't think it needs to be shorter. But it does need an intermission.
Yeah.
I feel like the perfect place for an intermission would be right before that third act where, like the boars meets the wolf. I think like right there.
Yeah, that'd be good. Yeah. Right after he gets healed.
Yeah.
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 So, what is your favorite Studio Giblets film?
Studio Giblets.
Mine, I mean, that's tough. And for the longest time, I always said it was this one. But I'm trying to think if that's changed over the years. Because this was, several movies have come out since that question was last asked of me.
There's a lot that I have not watched, but I mean...
Yeah, same.
For me, it would probably be between, let's see, Howl's Moving Castle and...
one.
I really like Ponyo also.
Spirited Away. Spirited Away would probably be my pick. That would probably would be my pick. It used to be Howl's Moving Castle, and then I read the book and went, oh, I like the story of the book better.
Oh, I see.
Because they changed some things from the book, and I was like, oh, I don't know if I like these changes. It's still a great movie, don't get me wrong. I still love Howl's Moving Castle. But yeah, Spirited Away would probably be my pick. Then Princess Mononoke.
Okay.
So if you haven't seen Spirited Away, go watch Spirited Away. This is to Yemmy and Ray.
Yeah, I got it on my list.
Okay, good.
I'll put it on there.
What's your least favorite Studio Ghibli game?
I would have said Nausicaa of the Wind originally, but
I've never seen that.
That was one that, like, I think it was right after Spirited Away came out, they released it on DVD, like, their Disney distribution or whatever, and it came out before, like, Spirited Away and stuff. I think it's even older than Mononoke. Maybe? Right around Mononoke, I don't remember. But I remember the first time I watched it, I was just like, what? This is boring. This is dumb. And then, like, the second time, I went back and watched it later, and went like, oh, okay, there was just a lot of things I didn't get the first time.
Say, did you watched Grave of the Fireflies?
I have not seen Grave of the Fireflies, but I know what it's about.
That, yeah, guaranteed to make you sob.
Yeah. I don't know what would I pick for my least favorite. Probably
War of the Worlds.
Oh, yeah. The Miyazaki adaptation of War of the Worlds was bad. Not a shock. I don't know what I'd pick. There's several that I hear aren't very good that I haven't seen, so I'll pick one of those. Not like several. There's like three. There's like three of them that people
you don't have to answer the question. Like, if you don't have one, you can just say, I don't have one. Or you can say, everyone I've seen has been good.
Yeah, I don't have one.
That's
but I
how
bet
I feel
Callus
like
has. Oh, okay.
No, yeah, like I have not watched probably half of these Studio Ghibli movies, but yeah, I haven't seen one that I didn't like yet.
Yeah. Boy and the Heron actually might be my least favorite. Like, and I liked it, but it might be my least favorite. Wait, no, there was one that like came out that like technically wasn't Studio Ghibli, but it was like created by some of the people at Studio Ghibli when like Miyazaki had retired for like the 5th time. If you don't know, Miyazaki series, like basically since like early 2000, I think after like Howl's Moving Castle was like, I'm retiring. And then he comes back like a year later and goes, actually I have one more movie, then I'm retiring. And he's done that like every after every film for the last like 4 or 5 films, 6 films, 7 films, I don't remember. He retires a lot and then goes, "No, I like doing this."
Well, I mean, hey, keep it going, you know.
Yeah,
Mhm.
no.
He was born in 1941.
Yeah, he's
Wow.
not a young fellow, but he's still kicking and still making movies and stuff. What's so funny, like there's a meme going around, basically like Miyazaki, if you talk to him in person, is like the most sad and depressing guy you can talk to,
Aw.
and then makes the like just in personality and vibes. And then you see his movies and you're like, this is so full of life and hope and beauty. And then there's the other actor or Chuji Ito, I think is what my spouse said in the other room, who just is like the most upbeat, loving, good vibes person, and like all his movies are like horror and depressing and like. So it's just funny the opposites of these two Japanese creators. I don't like I said, I don't remember what the other guys made. I just seen the meme around and it's just like, I know Miyazaki. Yeah, you're talking. It's like life sucks. Anyways, here's some beauty.
Aw. Maybe that's
Well,
like where he finds the beauty, though, is in like art and making.
Oh, yeah,
movies.
it definitely
That's
is
why he
art.
keeps making them.
I mean, it is, and I think I'm probably putting words in his mouth or something. But I mean, I know he's come out and said AI is bullshit,
Yeah.
but I feel like that he specifically did, or maybe the movie's working on is based because he's probably is working on another one. It was just to be like, yeah, AI sucks. Look what you can do with actual people and drawing and everything.
Yeah.
Seems like Tales from Earthsea is his lowest rated movie.
Yeah. Well, and like I said, I know like Studio Ghibli, there's like 3, and they weren't necessarily. I don't even think they were necessarily directed by Miyazaki.
Yeah, there's a lot that have different directors.
Yeah, it was produced by the studio, but Miyazaki wasn't the director on them or writer on them. See, in Tales of the Earthsea, I do want to see just because like there's a fucking dragon on the cover. I love dragons.
The cover does look pretty cool,
right?
Speaking of AI, wasn't that long ago that people were using? Well, I guess they still do use that like Studio Ghibli AI thing, Majiggy.
Yeah.
Oh, like the effect.
Yeah. So.
Which is what he, I think, came out and said, if you use it, fuck you.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And there's still a lot of people who have those profile pictures and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And there's also been several AI animations that are supposed to look like Studio Ghibli as well.
And they're lifeless and boring and bad.
Like there's a stark difference between the two. Like you can see one has heart and soul put into it, and the other one is crunching numbers, ones and zeros, to try and mimic a style. It's just so sad. And there's way too many people who are like cheering this on. It's just these things come across my feed every so often, and usually it's through someone criticizing it. So someone will criticize it, and I'll get like the
most of the time, if you read the comments of those things, you will find that 99% of them are just people saying you're bad and you should feel bad. This is slop. Fuck you. Stop doing this.
Yeah, but it's the 1% who are at the top with the most interactions, and they say, and they could just be bots. It could be the Lex Luthor farm of monkeys typing out comments too, which would be totally like within the realm of possibility, seeing as so many multimillionaires and even a trillionaire is funding these things. So of course they're going to want to keep this stuff alive. But I personally feel like a lot of people are against AI now. Like even my parents, which is like it's majority. Like one of those things where parents are like the first people that get sucked into these things, right? They start using it for their Facebook and whatever. Like, hey, look, I made myself look like this. I mean, almost right away when I started explaining the problem to my mom, she was like, oh yeah, I'm not going to do that. And then my sister recently had to tell people, hey, like, don't put my kids in your AI bullshit. Like, I don't want that. So, there's all these, like, I feel like it's a growing number of people who are against the stuff. And like even recently, a county near me had to vote, or they voted
Yeah, I
down
saw
a data
that.
center, which was great. I mean, I think if this was a year ago, it would have gone through. But I feel like this past year, a lot of people have learned that no, these data centers aren't good, and no, AI is not good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, the majority of the population at this point is very much against AI and data centers. It's just either the people who are ill-informed or just like, well, a little bit doesn't hurt. It's like,
Mhm.
no, a little bit. If everyone just does a little bit, it hurts. Don't do it.
Yeah, it's best over the past year. Probably about 2 or so years ago, I was thinking of the application of AI helping to do busy work in like video game development, and what it turned into was like, oh, well, they're not just using it for the busy work; they're using it
Yeah.
for like actual like steps in the process that should be done by a human, like thinking of level design and stuff like that. It's like no, no, no. This is no. like
Yeah.
writing code is one thing, right? And I don't even like even now I don't want AI to write code because
No,
even
it's bad.
then it's been through multiple interviews. Developers say, yeah, we have to go back and check the code anyway. So it's like adding double the work because not only do we have to have
Mhm.
the AI write it out, but then we have to go through and check it and fix it, right?
Yeah.
So it's like
So,
I'm totally against it all now. But I
yeah.
mean, a couple of years ago, it's like, oh, I could see this being used as a pretty nifty tool to do some of the background coding that you don't need to worry about.
Yeah.
But all these publishers are and people who fund these developers are like, actually, this is gonna be like a really good thing, so you have to use it. It's like,
Yeah.
no.
Well, what's funny is I actually saw it in real time because I've been working on a game, and for a little bit there, because I'm not super great at coding yet, I was using AI to help me, and it did help me. This was last year, and it helped me write like a few good codes. I'm like, cool, cool, this works. This is great. And slowly the codes just got worse and worse and didn't work. And eventually it would just be like, oh, if that didn't work, try this. Well, if that didn't work, try this. If that didn't work, try this. I'm like, that's the first code you gave me. And it just would go in circles and just give me the same four like prompts of like none of these work. So and then by that point, it's became very apparent what AI was doing and how bad it was for everything. So I was like, okay, yeah, I'm just never using this again. But yeah, I mean, even companies who've been, laid people off so they can just use AI have had to hire all those people back
Yeah.
because it's so bad and doesn't do good anything. It's bad.
And unfortunately, I think it's just gonna keep getting worse before it gets better.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like we've kind of hit the peak. We're at kind of close to the peak of worst, and it's, I mean, just the backlash that you have full red states, like counties in Texas that are basically like, no, we're all the red side is wanting AI, and the blue side's like, no, so we're all voting blue. Like it's flipping counties in Texas because it's so bad. So I feel like, yeah, it's getting close to its breaking point. I'm really hoping it is.
And the nice thing is, like, at least now, like right now, it's still easy to see like what's AI. And I honestly feel like it's going to be that way for a while.
Yeah.
And even though it's obviously getting better at making things, there's still obvious telltale signs
Oh, there's
in almost everything
definitely.
you see, which is why I loop it all the way back here to Princess Mononoke, which is you see those Studio Ghibli AIs, and the passion in the artistry is
It's
not
not
there.
there.
It's just not
Yeah.
there.
And you can tell. Like you watch it and you go, something doesn't seem right. And one, there's probably a few little visual errors, but also it feels soulless and bland and boring. So yeah. Studio Ghibli, Princess Mononoke, and like most Studio Ghibli films, even the bad ones, like you look at them and they're like, well, they're so visually beautiful. And they are. They're works of art. Besides the art, they also usually are very thematic. What do you guys think of all the themes here in Princess Mononoke?
Kind of reminded
The
me
themes
of
of
Fern
arms
Gully.
being blown off was interesting.
Yeah, a lot of people lost a lot of limbs and stuff.
Yeah, I'm surprised this movie is only PG-13, considering like how much blood and dismemberment there is.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the 90s for you.
Yeah. True.
I mean,
it's
his first shot where he skewers both the guy's arms in one shot. I mean, that was pretty badass.
right. I mean, when I first saw this as a kid, I mean that sold me on this movie. Where I was just like, okay, this is cool. This guy is decapitating people with arrows. Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, I did not remember any of that from when I watched it as a kid. Like,
Really?
well, the only thing that lived in my mind is like just the disgusting imagery of the bodies rotting and like the wormy things, and like that's the only thing I could think of, like when I try to think back as to when I watched this movie originally, which was very long time ago, decades ago.
Okay, fair. I was saying like I'd see this movie probably once every 5 years or so. I feel like maybe 10 years. I don't know.
Oh yeah.
I feel like it was more when I was younger and less as I've gotten older, just because access to it. No one has DVD players anymore. Though it is on my Plex servers, that's how I watched it.
It's on HBO Max.
Oh, is
Yep,
it?
that's how I watched
Nope.
it.
It's actually on a lot of different platforms. I think it's on Max, Hulu.
Yeah.
Wait, Ray, you watched it on Max?
Yeah.
I watched it on Max too, and I tried to see if it had like the English dub, but for me, like it only showed the Japanese dub.
For me, it only showed the English dub. I looked for the Japanese
What?
because I remember y'all saying that it was better, and I couldn't find it. So.
What in the world?
I had both.
Oh my god! It's the first thing that popped up of you may also like. Screw you, HBO.
Oh,
Max.
because I see now
It's
they have
two
like
separate-
two different
yeah.
versions.
One version is
Oh.
just like Princess Mononoke, and then the other version it has like the bar at the bottom that says Japanese.
Yep.
No.
But
So
when I
what's
typed it
great?
into the search bar, it only showed me the English one. That's racist.
Same. It only showed me one when I searched for it.
So I did find out last night watching the Japanese version, and my spouse brought it up. And it's like the only difference I can tell between the Japanese and English version is Kaya, in the English version, his sister. In the Japanese version, his fiance.
Oh.
Yeah, and so you're like,
Interesting.
which is funny because like, yeah, I was like, oh yeah, no, it was his sister gave him that, and then he gave it to this new girl he likes. But it's so weird. Where it's like, oh, you just like stopped caring about your fiance super quick, didn't you?
Wow.
First hot girl you see, and you're like, well, I actually.
It's like that one chick and her husband, and she was like actually upset that he came back. She was such a
And she was like being so horny over Ashitaka.
yeah. Like, girl, calm down.
Well, you have to. Most of those girls either were like slaves at one point, or actual sex workers. So
Yeah, but her husband was right there.
they're probably polyamorous. It's fine.
Not to the husband.
If he's polyamorous, he doesn't care.
He did care.
And he cared a lot.
He cared a lot.
It's a one-sided polyamorous relationship.
Right.
Yeah.
Yikes.
I think it's time for a little segment that we like to call.
Callus's Spanish review.
That's right. And this review comes from a user named Fabian3112.
Wait.
4.5 stars.
Wait.
I'm
I feel
not
like
waiting.
I feel like Tay and Ray need to put a little bit more effort into my theme song. That was like, it felt very
Okay, hold on. I'm losing my
it felt
voice.
very English dub.
Oh my gosh.
It's time for Callus's Spanish review.
Do.
Is that better?
Much better. Thank you. Yes.
Yes.
You're welcome.
I'm sorry, Yemmy. What was this guy's or girl's or person's name?
Fabian3112.
Okay, so Fabian says, do you want me to read the whole thing in Spanish first before translating?
Yes.
Yeah, I think that's what we've been normally doing.
Mhm.
Because this one's a tiny bit longer.
I can give you a longer one if you want.
No.
There was one that was like 3 paragraphs long. I debated it. I was like, can't do it.
Well, thank you for not doing that. All right, so this person says, un guión muy sólido, conflictos que se sienten reales, una banda sonora increíble, muy buena animación, diseños bastante normales, pero destacables. Me gustó el lore que plantean y el desarrollo que tiene el film y sus personajes. Wow, okay.
I'll say I got some of that actually.
Yeah, this guy just likes everything about the movie, basically. He said that the guion is script, I think. The script was very solid. The conflicts that felt real. The musical score is incredible. The animation's really good, and the designs were very normal, but special. I don't know, like, I'm having a hard time translating that part, but I mean, you guys get it. And he likes the lore that was planted and developed, and like that the film has, and also its characters. Whew, there, I made it.
Yay!
Yeah, I agree with this person.
I guess what he's trying to say is like the designs is like, you know, like a normal forest, and like the characters look normal, but everything is like very interesting to it. Like it was shown in a very interesting way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I will say I liked the conflict stuff in this, and the Ashitaka actually, you know, is like very trying to be like, we can work together and keep the forest, but also like advance technology. You know, we can do this together, and like don't fight each other. It's okay. She's suffered enough, you know, kind of thing. Where it's just like keeps trying to be the mediator to be like, hey, it's okay, and my eyes are unclouded from hate.
Yeah, he was kind of adorable. Just like, hugs and love, you guys. Hugs and love.
Yeah.
And everybody was like, screw you. We want war.
We want death. Yeah. Now, like when Eboshi gets her arm bitten off, and she's like, yeah, she's suffered enough. It's fine. You can let her be now, sweetie. It's okay. Well, I still hate humans. That's okay. You go live in the forest, and I'll just come visit you, and I'll help them create a better village that actually, you know, wants nature and alive.
So does he never go back to his?
No, so he's not allowed to. He's not allowed to.
Never went back to his fiancée.
Yeah, well, that's the thing.
Yeah,
When
because they
when
were
he
like,
left the village,
yeah, you're
he could. Yeah, he was
dead
banned.
to us.
He
Bye.
couldn't come back. So
Yeah, so I wanted everyone to die because the hunters and
I mean, a lot of them did die.
Hold on, Tay. Let me finish my statement here, buddy.
Okay.
Buddy, old
Right,
pal.
Tay.
My goodness.
Come on, Tay.
I know you're excited and you want to defend your movie, but I just gotta say, I feel like a lot of these characters deserve death, including all the hunters, which includes the guy who pretended to be a priest, and then
He's
also
not pretending to be a priest. He is a priest. He's just a very high up priest, so he's
Kill
got
him.
a lot of.
I don't
skills.
care.
Oh, no,
Death.
he did deserve it.
Death.
He did deserve it. For
Death.
sure.
Yeah, they kill the deer god, and it's like immediately after they do that, like all hell breaks loose, and they're still like, you know what? We're gonna keep this head for our emperor who wants to live forever. It's like, fuck you, dude. And then they don't really get a comeuppance. Like the old guy with the wart on his nose. Nothing
Yeah, I'm
happens
surprised
to
he
him.
survived. I'm very surprised that they shot him at the end.
Mm-hmm.
Like, there's a lot of clever things they do with these characters, which I really appreciate, like the boar skin and blah blah blah. But at the end of the day, I mean, I guess the rifle lady getting her arm bitten off, like that's fine. That's a comeuppance there. She wasn't really I mean, she did shoot the deer god, but it was led on by the lies of the hunter. I feel like all the hunters' death, just all of them should have died. And also, the ironworks factory should have burned completely down, but it was saved by the explosion from the deer god releasing into the air. And I was like, wow, that's really weird that they didn't let this whole place burn down. Because
I mean, it was
the
unusable
humans
at that point.
absolutely destroyed the forest. But
I mean,
you know, I just have a few like, yeah, the themes are great, but then like, what's the real what's the real conversation they have when you save the Ironworks building essentially, and all the bad people just get to live, no matter how shitty they were. I don't know. And then like all the gods die, which is like another thing where it's like there's one side of it where it's like, yeah, it's cool to see where like these normal creatures came from, like the big boar and stuff like that. Like cool character. I love their character designs and stuff like that, right? But also at the same time, like, hello, they all ended up dying and turning into goop. And can we not like, I don't know, can we not have some of the bad people die if all the good characters are gonna, like, I don't know, just seemed a little bit lopsided.
Yeah, so here's some things about that. First off, you have to remember in Japanese culture, the emperor was God.
Yeah, death to him too.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Is that's why they were doing a lot
die.
of things they were doing is because, well, I mean, he did, so it's fine.
Yeah, I hope he dies
But
sooner.
that's why they were like, oh, we can kill the dear God because actual God commanded it.
Yeah, death to him.
So that's the whole reason the priests and them were like, yeah, we'll
they
do
all
it.
should die.
Iboshi was doing it because basically the emperor said, hey, if you do this thing for me, I'll make sure no one ever bothers you again and you can build your city.
Yeah, death to the he was lying, death to the emperor.
I mean, yeah, he probably wasn't lying about that, actually.
The Ironworks was attacked by the samurai. So he was totally lying.
Well, yeah, because she hadn't delivered the head yet.
Yeah, so death to
and
him.
The samurai wasn't from the emperor. He was from a different guy.
Well, yeah, kill all the samurai too.
Didn't all the samurai die when the god was rampaging?
Good.
They were like all in mountains, and we didn't see them.
A lot of hunters died then too.
Good.
There's a lot of people who did die.
Yeah, death to them all.
So you want them to live?
I think some Japanese culture and stuff that you're missing that makes it so you can
only have so many people die in a Japanese movie. I understand. More than 10, you can't have more than 10 on-screen deaths. Actually, that's why. That's
way
what
more than 10
they ran out. They ran out at about 25. They're like, oh shit! If we do one more, we're gonna get fucked.
But I'm just saying, some of their character motivations may be a bit lost.
I already said that the rifle lady, her arm getting bitten off is fine. Now she can't use a rifle, right? Like that's fine. I think she gets her comeuppance there a little bit, at least a little bit. But everyone else, death.
Even Ashitaka and San.
Well, not the good people. Those we're talking about. I'm talking about the bad people. All of them, death sentence.
Okay. And like I said, you said the city got saved. The city did not, like, the forge and everything was destroyed.
Fire was put out. I call that pretty much saved. If the whole building if the whole building is not burned down, I call that a win for the bad people.
They said at one point in there like that if they caught fire, it'd become useless. And it caught fire and is now useless.
How much do you bet they go in there and they go, "Oh wow, these things are still around," and then they just rebuild in like a month? Because look, the structure is still there, right?
Oh, the outside, yeah.
They could easily rebuild the inside.
Oh, they could easily rebuild it either way. But Ashitaka's now going to help them build it better.
Not if they slaughtered every single person there.
Sure, I guess.
I think I'm getting you over to my side here. Yeah.
No, you're not. But
death. Okay, I should say not death to like the regular people that were working in there.
Mm-hmm.
Just the samurai and the soldiers and the hunters and the emperor. They should all die.
Agreed. They should all die, and a lot of them did.
See, we're on the same side.
Sure.
I think I can hear Tay's eye twitching all the way from over here.
Probably.
Well, what do you think, Ray? Do you think everyone should die? Not everyone. The evil people. I keep saying I'm trying to. I'm getting away from the meme side of it. It's just the evil people.
The evil people, like that's the thing is like.
I asked Ray.
That's part of the movie. Is like
I asked Ray.
Not necessarily evil people.
I asked Ray with an R.
Yeah, Ray. He asked Ray.
I heard Tay. No, I didn't.
I think that they should definitely suffer some sort of consequence for their actions because they knew that they were wrong. but I don't know if death is the answer. That's my answer.
And again, they didn't necessarily know they were wrong. They were
No.
following orders from
Death.
what they perceive as
Nope.
God.
Yeah, that's
Well,
what
the
that's what
movie-
the Nazis said too, Tay. Just putting it out there.
Okay, fair.
Well, see, Yemmy, the movie didn't show it, but like all those bad guys actually were cursed with that thing. They just couldn't see it under their clothes, so they would all eventually die.
Yeah.
Well, what do
There
you
you
think,
go.
Callus?
Death.
Yeah, thank you. Callus based. I knew we were friends for a reason. Yeah,
But speaking of the struggle,
I mean, to be honest, a little comeuppance for the hunters. A little. Like, I understand a lot of them died, but the one main guy, he just gets he gets the Lord of the Rings treatment of being on the rock above the lava, you know. And it's just like, and then you don't see him again.
I agree. The priest definitely deserved. I don't know if that was the thing where like, well, we can't kill off the priest. He's a holy man.
Yeah.
Or something. I don't know. But
I
yeah,
don't
no,
know.
the priest definitely deserved some comeuppance. So I agree with that.
At least like curse him or have him make him suffer at least
I think
a little
no,
bit.
yeah. I think he definitely should have just like been dead. You just never see him again, and you just go, "Yep, he died." He gets hit by the goo and just is gone.
Yeah. Or even better. I mean, I feel like maybe he could have been a casualty of Princess Mononoke. And then when
yeah.
Princess Mononoke tries to go and kill the rifle lady, that's when Ashitaka, says no, she's suffered enough. Like, I feel like that maybe would have been good.
Yeah.
See, not all deaths, but some sort of consequence for their actions.
Yes, I agree
I've
with
been,
Ray.
I've been consistently saying I've been consistently saying rifle woman, she's fine, just having her arm torn off.
True.
Priest,
Well, she also did
death.
a lot of good,
Emperor,
freeing
death.
and saving people and lepers and.
You're reminding me of the Parks and Rec episode with the straight to jail.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, instead of jail, it's
Death.
You see, what should have happened is when the deer guy gets his head blown off, the monster should have just went right for the emperor and then killed him and then came back. Like, just took a little trip,
Yeah. Well, what you didn't see actually is he wanted his head back because you saw that huge, powerful blast that went all the way to the emperor and just blew him off the throne into a wall, and he splattered and died.
He was standing on his balcony at that one moment. And
Oh,
then
yeah,
blew him
yeah.
off the balcony and sent him to his
They
death.
had to cut it for time, though.
Yeah.
He
But-
fell on some spikes. He fell on spikes.
I told you to move the spike boat. You threw off the emperor's groove.
I was just about to say that. I'm sorry, but you threw off the Emperor's groove. Sorry. I think this is the most on topic we've been in a very long time.
I mean,
we did talk a lot about AI.
AI rant, yeah.
Yeah,
I know, but this is
that's on
still
topic,
the
though.
most on topic we've been. in
It
a
was
very
related to
long time.
Ghibli.
Yeah.
It was related to Gibby. Yeah.
It
Gibby,
was.
good old
Aw,
Gibby.
Gibby.
Well, here's my question, because Ray, you last episode you said you're not a big fan of anime and this style of animation. How do you feel about this one?
So I feel like Studio Gobstopper is way different than like the regular anime.
I was in the middle of a drink. Ray.
You're
Clip it.
That one
Somebody
got
clip
me.
it.
That one got me. I'm soaked.
I so wish we could have seen that. Oh man.
Yeah.
No, but as I was saying, I feel like this is so much different than like normal anime animation. Like this is more.
Explain.
Agreed.
Let,
Agree.
let her continue.
But yeah,
Tay.
Explain.
We're trying to teach Tay to calm down a little bit. Well, we can all talk.
No. I have something to say.
So like compared to like let's say for example Dragon Ball, like the expressions in these films is like toned down and like more real, a little bit more mature than the expressions and animations in say like Dragon Ball. And I think that's why I like these better. Um because I'm looking at like the different, you may also like ones, and I'm like, oh, I actually wouldn't mind watching some of these, like Ponyo and Kiki's Delivery Service and Spirited
Oh, definitely
Away.
watch both of
Like
those.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah,
And,
they all
All
look wonderful, and
Studio
I wouldn't
Ghibli.
mind watching My Neighbor again.
and watch
So like,
The Secret World of Ariarty. Really good.
Mm.
so yeah, like that's what draws me to these ones. That the animation style is beautiful. Like it's
And watch Howl's Moving
gorgeous.
Castle.
Okay.
I can recommend you some actual like animes, like TV show animes that are also beautiful. They're not all. When you say I hate anime because I don't like DBZ, it's like that's one style. There are so many different beautifully animated shows. Demon
Yeah,
Hunter.
stuff like Dragon Ball and Naruto and One Piece, they're all like Shonen Jump animes,
Yeah.
and they're like just very. They have their own style.
Yeah, maybe avoid shonen jumps, but or shonen movies or animes, but like there's still Demon Slayer is beautiful, and like one you might like, but also like hate yourself because it'll make you cry. Is Your Lie in April? Such a good show.
I started one on Netflix that was recommended to me, but I don't remember what it was called, and it kind of lost me. Like I wasn't really, it didn't grab my attention.
Well, like I said last episode, there's always that one gateway thing to get you into something, right? And Princess Mononoke seems to be a bit of a gateway for the rest of the studio gonorrhea timeline.
Oh my god.
Oh no!
That was disrespectful.
I couldn't think of anything else at the moment. I'm sorry. Gobstop was just too good. No, but yeah, I'm just saying, like, with this style, so like now you can seek out, well, if you want to. I'm not commanding you, but now you could seek out like a regular show that's in a similar style or has like a similar setting or storyline or something like that. You could, like, obviously it takes a little bit of research and trying things out. But at the same time, like, you know what you like now in terms of this animation style, and there are, like Tay said, plenty of shows out there that have this similar style. But it's finding that right formula of, like, if you don't like the demon aspect, or if you don't like the violent aspect, or if you don't like the et cetera, et cetera. There's so many different things going into but at the end of the day, there really is an anime out there for everyone, right? So I'm sure there is a perfect combination or close to perfect combination that maybe eventually down the road you'll find, and all of a sudden it clicks. But starting out with Studio Ghibli, that's a perfectly fine way to start things out too. And Studio Ghibli, like, all the movies are very highly rated, maybe except for one or two, right, on the list that I was looking at. So it's like it's a very easy way to ease yourself into it. And then I would also recommend not going with the English version. I think that'll sell it a little bit better too. Especially like if you do start watching a show, I would definitely watch it in the regular, like the Japanese or whatever the regular language is, over the English version. And I mean, I get it. It is a bit taxing to read subtitles along with it. But when I started like binging all these shows, it was also at the beginning like kind of like, okay, it's a little bit distracting to read the subtitles, but my eyes have adjusted to watching the images on screen and reading at the same time now. And I think it's just a thing where the more you do it, the easier it gets. So if you're worried about that too, like it does ease, at least for me, it eased out pretty quickly. I was able to stay focused on the action and like listen to the talking while also reading it. And like I'm not learning Japanese by any means, but, watching these shows, but it is a little bit easier to follow along when multiple words are becoming recognizable to you. You know.
Yeah.
Nani?
I can give you a list later, Ray, of stuff that are like I think you would enjoy.
Okay. Yeah, I didn't like the whole like cutting off limbs and all the blood in this one, but
Yeah, you're not going to be
everything
watching
else I
Chainsaw
liked.
Man anytime soon. I understand.
Doesn't sound like it.
Demon Slayer probably not made as well, just because there is like there's demons being decapitated, but
Yeah.
I
mean, you can stick to
so it's not a.
You'll probably be safe sticking to Studio GG films, just because like I think there's only like 2 or 3 PG-13 ones, and literally every other one is just rated PG or just G.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm excited to watch the other Studio Gilmore Girls.
Like I said, Toyo's really good.
Did you say Poyo or Ponyo?
Ponyo. I did say Poyo, but I meant Ponyo. Spirited Away, like everyone loves Spirited Away, and the music in Spirited Away.
Grave of the Fireflies unless you want to cry a lot for days.
Yeah, don't watch that one.
I don't. So noted.
But it's also a poignant movie from what I've heard.
Yeah,
it is.
Well, it's about like the Hiroshima bombing and stuff.
Especially because it's based on a true story. It's like that makes it even more heartbreaking.
That's sad.
Yeah. If I remember right, that is the one that's about like the Hiroshima or Nagasaki bombing. Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. Just making sure I wasn't thinking of a different thing.
I'm in a very soft era right now, so like anything.
I have some soft shows you could watch.
Yeah, Attack on
Although
Titan.
some of them may make you cry a little bit.
Attack on Titan, get out of here.
Death Note.
Death Note, yes. One Piece.
I mean,
absolutely.
honestly, Death Note is pretty late. Like, even though there's a lot of people dying, they're not dying in gruesome ways. It's usually just a heart attack.
Yeah.
And it's more about the intrigue of like, it's more about the detective game than anything else.
Yeah. One Piece, like most people, like 99% of the people don't die in that show, even though like sometimes it'll take something like a fatal hit and they'll be like, oh, they're dead. And then they'll just show up later and be like, yeah, no, I didn't die. It's fine.
Oh, sounds like Star Wars.
Okay. One Piece is pretty good though. Like its art style can be hard, especially early One Piece, and then the pacing in One Piece is bad. I wouldn't recommend One Piece. I like One Piece, and I wouldn't recommend it. Not until like I'd recommend the live action one because they fixed the pacing there, or like they're redoing the anime with better pacing, but that hasn't even come out yet. So when that does, so I'll probably recommend that.
Right on.
Sweet.
Okay.
Final reviews?
Yeah, do we have anything else to say about Princess Mononoke of Studio Gingivitis?
No, not that either.
I keep looking bad things.
Did they say why that boar in the beginning traveled all the way east to that one village?
Yes, they did.
I think he was just mad and crazy because of the curse.
They said something. I remember them saying something about why he traveled that far from the blind one.
Yeah, I think so, but I can't remember why. Yeah, they were talking about it.
Yeah.
I can't recall why, though.
Yeah. Like I said, it was either just because he was crazy and they just kept going east, or there was a reason and I missed it. So,
man, how many times did you watch this movie?
I've watched it so many times.
I gotta watch it once more to figure out why the boar went there.
I'll figure it out eventually. Don't worry.
Have you read? Is this like based on a manga or anything?
No, I don't think so.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
We don't need you to read anything for this episode then.
No, I don't think it is. Like,
congrats.
I'm pretty sure this is one. Yeah, Miyazaki, like, he's got a few that are based on like books, but like, yeah, most of them I think are just straight from the dome.
All right, so we ready for final reviews now?
What do you say, gang?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Yeah.
All right, Callus,
Dewey,
take it away.
All right, so yeah. Studio Gaga film Princess Mononoke. I can see why it's like one of the highly rated and like more popular of the the Miyazaki movies, because it is like there is something special about this movie. I mean, the animation's like really good, the story is intriguing, the struggle, like the conflicts that happen, it's like all very tense and dramatic, just because there's this one guy, Ashitaka, and it's like stuck in the middle, and he wants to stop the fighting, and he wants everyone to change, but no one is listening, and he's like stuck in the middle trying to put a stop to everything, and it's like it makes for like a really good tense moment, and I really enjoyed that. But also I feel like this has like a lot of harsh imagery, and I feel like that's why I didn't watch it again in like decades after I watched it, when I was a kid. And all that stuff is like, really tense and difficult to look at. But at the same time, it is a beautiful film, and it's a great story told. So I think that personally, for this movie, I landed at a 4 out of 5.
Okay. Yeah, to add on to that, like I think part of the reason why this is one of the most highly rated Goober films is
Studio Goober.
Studio Goober film. It has a bit of everything. Like it's got some action, it's got drama, it's got romance, it's got like everything. It's just got a little bit of everything. And so everyone can find something to enjoy about it. Like Fritz said, when I was a kid, I only really cared about the action. So I was like, oh, this is so cool. He's shooting arrows and decapitating people and taking arms off. It's so cool. But older appreciate the nuances of just dealing with everything. So like story wise, yeah, I think this is definitely a top tier film by Studio Guggenheimer. And the music's great, the animation's great, the voice, if you watch this in English, the voice acting is not great. I would recommend switching to the Japanese, where the voice acting is great, but you do have to read subtitles. Sorry, that's just how it be sometimes. Yeah, overall, I really love this film. Like I said, I watch it once every few years, so I'm gonna give it a 5 out of 5.
Wow.
Nice.
Yeah, so going into this movie, I was kind of excited just because it's a Studio Gumby. But I didn't really know what to expect, and I am pleasantly surprised that it was good. I think like the pacing was a little too slow for me. I don't really know what they would have cut out, but I wish something would have been just to make it like a half an hour shorter. But loved the animation, loved the music so much. Even though I listened to the American version, like it still wasn't terrible. Like it didn't match, but it didn't take away from the film as much as I thought it would. So that's great. Yeah, I am extremely excited to watch another Studio Gumball film, and I'm gonna give this one a 4.5 out of 5.
Nice.
All right.
Yeah. Actually, before you begin, Yemmy, I will say I did forget about the pacing issue. The same complaint the Ray has. I'm thinking I might change it to 4.5. It's not quite as perfect as it could be.
Really?
Yeah.
Are you locking it in?
I'm locked in now. 4.5.
4.5. Okay. Very positive. Last times. Okay. It's changed. Too late.
Okay, so I'm going to give it now. No, sorry. Go ahead. Okay, Yemmy, you can continue. Sorry.
I'm the last one. And I pretty much agree with what y'all are saying. I love the animation, I love the music, the Japanese voice acting, very good. I like the character designs a lot, especially my boars. I like those boars. You know me. I had some issues with the movie. in terms of just like the ending, and that's just kind of how it goes. For me, you know, I think I do weigh endings a lot heavier in a lot of cases, as you all know. I don't think this one's terrible. I just think it kind of is like, I kind of left me wanting a little bit more there. But I think the animations and you know, I think that really holds this movie up. And yeah, I did enjoy the story. It's not like I didn't enjoy it at all. But it just left me wanting a little bit more here and there. So you know, for my first Studio Goro movie, it wasn't that bad. I gave it a 4 out of 5.
Perfect.
All right. I'm very surprised that Ray gave it a higher rating than I did.
Ha, get good.
Okay, so with that, the average for Princess Mononoke between the film Freakz is a 4.25.
That's what I thought it was going to be.
And let us know in the comments below what you thought of Princess Mononoke.
This is the exact same average as Moonlight.
Excellent.
Nice.
All right, we're gonna go ahead and have Tay do his recommendation. Right, meow. Taymation.
Tay?
He's probably eating something. He's got his mouth full. Give him a sec.
Well, while we're waiting on him, we could always do small recommendations.
See, I'm gonna be a real bummer at the end of this episode. So I wanted to get the recommendation out of the way.
Oh. Tay.
Well, this is a mystery.
All right. Well, Ray. No, I'm kidding. Well, we can do small recommendations. We can bring the vibe back up afterwards. Does anyone have any small recommendations?
Oh, he thinks his internet died.
What a perfect timing on that.
Wow.
Likely story. My small recommendation is check out Frida McFadden books because I picked up one on Friday and I only have like a few chapters left and it is really good. So, if you're a book fan, if you're like a whodunit type of fan, this one, the Tenant is what I'm reading, is very good. The plot twist is kind of crazy, so yeah. Oh, and there he went. Oh, and he's back.
He's back.
Hello?
Okay.
Hello?
Callus?
My small recommendation is Ikaruga.
Ah, there he is.
Welcome back, Tay.
Yep, internet cut out there for a sec.
Okay. Callus, continue.
Yeah, so a long time ago, I got rid of my Wii because I got a Wii U, since my Wii U can play all the Wii games. But I held on to my GameCube to play GameCube games on, and then my GameCube died. So for like the past 2 years, I haven't had a GameCube. But recently, I finally got one, and I decided to pop in Ikaruga, which is, you know, the famous shoot 'em up. That it's, you got like a polarizing ship where you can either turn black or white to avoid white bullets or black bullets. And if you're white, you can absorb white bullets, and if you're black, you can absorb black bullets. But then you have to avoid the other color, and you have to like switch back and forth on the fly, and it just makes like the shoot 'em up mechanic so much fun. And you have to like you have to think about this game in a way that you have never thought about any other shoot 'em up, and it's just so much fun, but also very, very difficult. The game only has 5 stages, and so far I've only been able to get to the boss of the 4th stage, and then I die. So I can only imagine what craziness awaits me in the 5th stage. But yeah, this is also available on like the Switch and PlayStation 4, and you know, all the modern consoles. But I'm playing it on the GameCube and having a blast with it.
Nice.
All right, Tay. I know you said you had no rec, but sometimes you think of things while we're going.
Well, I didn't think about it because I was more worried about my internet stuff. So, yeah, I don't have any recommends at the moment.
Okay. So, my recommendation is to listen to some Oliver Tree because recently
Oh yeah.
he passed in a freak accident helicopter crash, which I'm still trying to process it. For context, I have been following his music since his original single of Alien Boy, which was 2016. Like that was kind of when he was starting out.
Yeah.
And it's been really hard because I know he's a celebrity. I'd never met him, but also at the same time I never got to see him live. I had tickets for his current tour, and I was like so excited. It was only a couple months away that I was going to see him, and it makes me really sad because it's not it's crazy. It's not my normal music type. He's like EDM, hip hop kind of thing. But there was something about the way he structured his songs and lyrically, he was always I'm gonna get emotional. He was always so on point, like with the like he does have his silly moments in his music, but I mean he was such a inspiration just to kind of do your thing. Don't care about what the record label wants. Don't care about what the music critics are saying. Just kind of get your art out there. And I've watched so much of what he's done online, and I've been following him for years, and he always, I mean, everyone who's talked about him, he was a genuine guy. He made art. Like there's so many artists out there who say they make art, but they don't actually make art. They make cookie cutter. They make what people expect. But he always went off the wall. Every single one of his records, completely different vibe. Like, sure, his song structure didn't really change too much throughout his course of his career, but you can definitely see a growth in his music from his first full release to his final one, which only released a couple months ago at this point. Like, this was his first solo record. He was so excited to be removed from the chains of the industry, and he was so excited to see where his career was going to go, and like just to have him be snuffed out just in an instant is just so it's hard to process, and like it's so hard to it's hard to process because like he had so much left in him. Like his tank was only half empty at the time of his passing, and you could tell. And the way that people were talking or have been talking, you could tell he had so many ideas. He had so much left to give this world, and for that passion to be snuffed out in an instant like that, it just doesn't feel believable. Like I was like I was getting ready to go to my concert yesterday, and I'm like just about to leave, and I think Greedy posted it in the Discord, and like it just made me stop in my tracks, and I was just aghast, and I was like, this has to be like some sort of intricate troll job, some sort of meme that he's doing, right? Because that's just kind of who he was. And the more I looked into it, the less I was like, no, it's not. This isn't a joke. This is real life, and I guess I'm still trying to process that because it's just it's hard. I loved his music. I loved his personality. I thought he was so funny. He had such good rapport with whoever he talked to. It's a huge loss, and there's not too many artists or bands or whatever out there that I'm going to react this strongly to, and I wasn't really expecting to be this broken up about Oliver Tree passing, but it was such a shock. It's not like he died of old age. It's not like something we could see coming. It's just it's yeah. I mean, with anything, it's tough. And
definitely is too young.
Yeah, like I said, he had so much left to give, and it just makes me so sad. And usually, what he does when he releases an album, he releases another version with more songs or remixes, and he likes to share his music with other people and let them kind of do their thing with it, and then he uploads them and re-releases the songs as singles. And it's so sad to see his YouTube account and his Spotify and whatever else just dormant, just nothing, because you don't see that with his stuff. It's always one thing after the other. He's always doing something new. He's always doing another collab. But it's just been silent, and it's just the silent is so. It's just so deafening. It's hard to see. So that's my small recommendation is listen to some Oliver Tree, even if it's not your thing. You can hear the passion, even if you don't like the music, you can hear the passion in what he does. And also if you have the opportunity, go see that band, go to that museum, go see the artist, talk at a convention, go see your heroes, go see the people who inspire you, because I know they say don't meet your heroes, but I think it's a little bit different than that. I think it's good to go see them in action and see what they do in person. It's just such a different experience. Yeah, I've seen Dance Gavin Dance probably about 15 times in my life. And the main reason I go and see them as often as I can is because it's the same as Oliver Tree. The passion, the musicality, the vibes, it's all there. And I'll kick myself for the rest of my life that I didn't go see him on his last tour. And I was just so excited about this one. And I got my refund today for the ticket from the SeatGeek or whatever, and it just really felt real at that moment. It really did.
Should we give a moment of silence for Oliver Tree?
Yeah.
Sure. I don't know if we need to, but we can if you want.
We can edit one in if we need to.
Rest in peace.
R.I.P.
Let me know we did not edit that in. There was a real moment there.
Yeah. It's always so hard when young artists like that pass away. Christina Grimmie's 10-year anniversary of her death was on the 10th, and she was one of my favorite artists. I actually almost saw her in Pittsburgh the week before she died, and I will forever regret not going to that concert. For those of you that don't know her, she was an artist that was on The Voice, and even before then, I was watching her on YouTube do covers in her bedroom, and she was actually on tour in Florida, and a guy pulled a gun on her that was stalking her, and her brother actually tackled the guy, and they rushed her to the hospital, but it was too late. So she was only, 20 maybe, when that happened. So it's just it's gut-wrenching when that happens, when a young artist that is thriving and has so much life and energy and putting out new music all the time, and just the passion is just radiating off of them. It's so devastating to see that gone. And just like Christina, Oliver, his legacy will be living on forever.
Yeah, there was a quote that someone said, people have two deaths: when they actually die and then when people forget about them. But people like Oliver Tree will never be forgotten, so he'll live on forever.
Hear, hear.
That's a nice thought.
And then it also stinks because literally a couple days before Oliver Tree, one of the YouTubers who I watch, named Ibarra II, I'm pretty sure he took his own life. So it was he is this guy was super talented guitar player. He did compositions where he redid songs and made them kind of like chill vibes, and just it was all very meticulous and melodic. And it's another one of those situations where this guy would upload like once a week or so, and he just put out like compilations and stuff like that of his songs, and it's always stuff that I would put on in the background while I was editing or whatever. That was another shock as well. So if anyone ever needs help out there, there's support lines, there's people. Suicide is never the answer. The world is better with you here. That's what I'm trying to say. So, bit of a different situation, but still hits hard. So I hate to end the show on a bummer note, but maybe Tay's recommendation will lift our
us
spirits.
up. Yes.
Well, hopefully. I don't know. This is one that's been on my radar for a while. It came out last year. Wanted to see it. Looks like it could be a lot of fun. I'm hoping. It's called Good Luck, Have Fun, Don't Die. Directed by Gore Verbinski, which is kind of I found that out just as I pulled it up here today for the show, and I was like, Gore Verbinski mostly misses, but well, I don't know. I guess he did the first Pirates of the Caribbean, and the other two as well, which were and then The Ring, and it's like those ones are okay, but then he did Rango, Mouse Hunt, Mexican, Lone Ranger, and a few others. There's just like, so we'll see how this one goes. I still want to see it, so we'll watch it. It stars Sam Rockwell, Juno Temple, Haley Lou Richardson, Michael Pina, Zazie Beetz, Asim Chaudhry, Tom Taylor, Georgia Goodman, and several others. We won't keep going down the list. A man from the future arrives in an LA diner where he must recruit the precise combination of disgruntled patrons to join him on a one-night quest to save the world from the terminal threat of a rogue artificial intelligence.
Well, y'all,
been on a real kick of recommending recent movies.
Yeah.
Recently.
Well, there's been some movies that I want to see and then I don't see them, and I'm like, well, this is my chance to make sure I go see it.
Perfect opportunity.
You'll be surprised to know that I don't have to rewatch this because I watched it in February, which is less than half a year away.
All right. Perfect.
As per our
Very
rules,
nice.
it was only in theaters the beginning of this year.
Yeah.
So I was making sure that it was on Amazon. It is, so
Cool.
should be good there.
Nice.
But I saw it in theaters. I'll reserve my comments for when we talk about it.
But are you sure you're going to be able to remember it pretty good by the time we record?
Yeah.
It's been a few months.
I think so. I mean, it was pretty memorable.
All right.
Cool.
Sweet.
We'll see if that means good or bad.
That's right.
Yeah, it's like I said, the director's kind of got a mixed bag of that was good, that was okay, that was meh. So we'll see.
He made
Alrighty.
Rango and
Yeah.
Mouse Hunt. Peak.
Yeah,
Well,
that's what I'm saying. It's like some of those, like I said, were okay. Those were fun. Those were fun. Like The Ring, that's a weird one that's on there, but then you did, like, so the first Pirates was great. The next two were kind of just muddled masses of whatever.
I feel like people really enjoyed the second Pirates movie.
Yeah, like I said, they were enjoyable, but just story-wise, they were definitely very all over the place.
Yeah.
They were still fun though. They were still fun movies, but not as good as the first one. The first one was a good, solid movie. So,
Alrighty.
Well, if
yeah,
you
but that's the thing.
if you don't want to be spoiled for Good Luck, Have Fun, Don't Die from 2025, technically, I mean, I guess 2025/2026. It probably was shown at like a film festival or something in 2025.
Yeah.
Make sure you watch that before the next episode, which will upload in 2 weeks. All right, y'all. Well, thank you for listening to this episode of the Film Freakz podcast. We very much appreciate that. make sure you give us a like on YouTube and or a rating on Spotify or a review on Apple Podcasts or anywhere else. Also, don't forget to recommend your movies in the places that I told you to, whether it be email, comment section, Discord, or coming on to the podcast if your movie wins and just recommending another one, as a lot of people do. All right, let's go ahead and end out this show. I am Yemmy the Ferret, and I've been here with...
Just Kellis.
Hey, Nation.
Ray of Positivity.
And we are the Film Freaks, and this is the Film Freaks podcast. Thank you for listening. So long.
Bye.
Go watch more Studio Gundor movies.